started.
Old school.
Oh no, hands up, Runner. I found you.
How's everyone doing? This is such an honor. My name is Kevin McCarthy, and this is my first time ever at Comic-Con. To moderate a panel in Hall H, what a crazy introduction. But you guys aren't here to see me, we're here to see the incredible cast of The Bad Guys 2. We have an incredible cast today, a lot of major star power, and I'm honored to bring everybody out. But we're gonna start first with the original cast, the original 5 bad guys from the cast. Let's introduce them right now. Let's bring out Sam Rockwell.
Yeah!
Maron.
Yeah!
Maron. Mr. Craig Robinson. We also have Anthony Ramos. And of course, Awkwafina. Incredible. We all get to be kids today. This is a really cool experience. I know some of you have been here before, some of you have not been here before, so I just wanted to set the tone. This is my first time ever at Comic-Con. Sam, I know you were here for Iron Man 2, Cowboys and Aliens. What is it like to be back here at Comic-Con? What does it mean to you?
Very exciting.
Do you have memories of your first times here and kind of what this is like for you?
You know, just want to, you know, scream out loud and pee in my pants.
Marc, this is your first time here at Comic-Con.
Yeah, it was a very exciting bus ride over. It was longer than the plane flight, so we're off to a good start. They had snacks, so it's been very exciting so far.
Good snacks, yeah.
Awkwafina, is this your first, second time? Have you been here before?
I've been to like the fringes of it. I've never been like inside, you know.
What is this like for you to be in Hall H?
This is it's really cool. There's just so many people here. Wow. Yeah, you guys are awesome. I love you guys.
Mr. Craig Robinson, I believe you were here in 2017 for Ghosted.
Yes, this is my 4th Comic-Con, I believe. Thank you. I came for a movie called Dragon Wars, or D-Wars, and then this is the end I think we came here for. And then Ghosted, yeah, so right on. What's up, Comic-Con 2021?
Anthony Ramos.
What's up?
First time here.
It's my first time, first Comic-Con. I'm excited to be here with y'all.
This is absolutely incredible to be here. All right, so we're gonna have a lot of fun today. We got some fun questions. We have some clips to show you guys from the film. I've seen the film. I just want to shout out the animation in this movie. It looks so cinematic, almost anamorphic in a way. Also shout out to Danielle Pemberton, who did the score for this movie, one of my favorite composers. He's here today. He's an absolute genius. But Mr. Rockwell, you have a bit of a clip you want to give us to the audience today, right?
Yes, very good clip. Have you guys seen Nacho Libre?
Yeah!
So this is kind of like Nacho Libre on steroids. Check it out.
Let's take a look at this clip. I know actors sometimes don't like to watch their own work. Is it different when you're watching an animated version?
I have never sat this close to a movie before in my life. I gotta say, it was pretty fucking awesome.
Wasn't that awesome?
Yeah.
That was amazing. Everybody excited about that clip. All right, so here's the thing. Our stage is feeling a little bit empty on the left side over here, right, for you guys. And The Bad Guys 2 is bringing in a new group. It's called The Bad Girls, and I got to bring out some incredible, incredible actors that I want to introduce right now, starting off with Danielle Brooks, who I absolutely love, plays Kitty Cat. Also, we have Natasha, Lyonne, and Bakalova. How are you all doing reaction today? Is this any of your first time at Comic-Con?
Oh yeah, this.
Popping some cherries.
Wait, not you.
Yes, this is my first
Really?
time here. Yeah.
But since you're new to the bad guys world,
It's my second.
Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
It's my second, but definitely not the last.
That's right.
Because your characters are new to the bad guys, just give the audience a little insight into who you're playing and kind of joining this world. Start with you, Danielle, because your performance in this film is absolutely incredible. Like,
Thank you.
I think voice work is really, in my opinion, hard to describe because you're not seeing the person on screen, but the physicality that goes into that performance, it's a fully realized character.
Oh, for sure. Oh,
Talk
for
about-
Sure. Yeah, I play Kitty Cat. Hence the hat. Basically, Kitty Cat is like Wolf 2.0, and she is like the leader in charge of the bad girls. And she's just very charismatic, but she is a villain. So it was a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun to get to play Kitty Cat.
That's awesome. Natasha, talk about your role as well. You're phenomenal in this film.
Oh, thanks. It's mostly due to Maron, aka Snakey Wakey. We have a bit of a love fling going, and I play Doom, aka Susan. She's one of the bad girls, sort of a double agent type.
And Maria, let's talk about your role as well. Give some insight into who you are.
I play Pigtail, who you just saw on this huge Lucha Libre match. And she's incredibly strong. She's a great engineer, super smart, but also a huge fan of the bad guys. Maybe a bit bigger fan of the bad girls, to be honest. But yeah, she's a very sweet, wild boar. And happy to be joining the team and to prove herself.
Thank you. And Sam, Mr. Wolf, obviously we saw him in the first film. Talk about where he is now in the sequel.
Well, it's straight time for the bad guys. They're trying to get reformed. They have a probation officer. They're out of the joint, and they're trying to find employment. That's basically where they're at.
And Marc, what about Mr. Snake? What's going on with him this time?
Well, I think Snake's been, doing some spiritual work, kind of some yoga classes.
He has abs.
Enjoying the time off. Yeah, it was tricky to get into Snake this time. I chose in the studio when we were doing the voices. I had them, tie my hands behind my back and tie my legs together, and I did it all on the floor as a snake. So I think the depth of the character should read a little deeper this time.
I appreciate your dedication to the craft. Awkwafina, talk about Miss Tarantula. What is going on with her in this film?
She's trying to find a job, and she still has a love and passion for IT.
Mr. Craig Robinson?
He's working on some avoidant attachment issues, but he finds himself, looking for a job as well and just trying to get through some things.
Mr. Shark himself. And Anthony, talk about Mr. Piranha. What's going on with him in this film?
I mean, Mr. Piranha kind of just goes where everybody else goes. He doesn't really, he's just kind of down for whatever. But he's also trying to figure, he's also trying to get a job. Everybody's trying to get a job out here, and he's just trying to figure out what's going on with Snake in his spiritual walk. He's trying to investigate that.
All right, so Natasha, I believe we have another clip that we're going to show here today, and this scene is amazing in the film. You're going to get a taste of this sequence, but Natasha, go ahead and set this up for the audience.
I'm going to turn all the way around.
Okay, thanks, Marc. In this next clip, I guess you're going to see how the bad girls enter the story and rocket ship us all into outer space.
I have questions, and now I get to actually talk to you about what we just watched on screen.
Do you remember surround sound? That's what it felt like up here.
It was absolutely incredible. So we spoke earlier this week, and one of the things that I wanted to bring to this audience that I find interesting is that people might not realize is that when you're in the booth doing these voice performances, a lot of what you just heard in there's these things called efforts, where they have to do like the craziest like breathing, falling. So I wanted to ask each of you if you could explain the effort days. I think you do them at the end of your voice work.
Can we answer in efforts?
I would love for you to answer in efforts. I was going to ask what the craziest effort was you did in the film.
Sorry. That's a good one.
That was really good.
And there's shorter ones like, yeah, that's the deep work.
You really are dedicated to your craft, Marc.
Don't lose your-
Anthony,
don't lose your
what about
flip-flops
you?
going
What was
over our
the greatest
stuff.
effort you had to do for your character?
Same shit, brother. Same shit. No, it's the craziest effort. I mean, it's just the fart stuff, man. Like, Ramos just got bad gas, so it's just always like, okay, Anthony, you know, act like you're holding in your shit. And I'm like, yeah, right, yeah. But that's the deep work. Like Marcel.
Literally deep work. The tell in the film when you're nervous is when you pass gas or you fart. In real life, what is your tell?
Same.
What-
Anthony, don't do it.
how can someone tell when you're nervous?
Just SBDs all day long. Silent but deadly.
Craig, what about for you? What was the craziest effort you had to do in the film?
Just like screaming a lot. You know, that kind of stuff.
Can we get that in
Sorry.
another, with more emotion, please?
Yeah. Awkwafina, for you.
I guess the craziest effort I had to do was going in a cart going down 1,000 steps while being electrocuted. Yeah, that was a horrible sound. Yeah.
I want to see the behind the scenes of this. Sam, for you, what was the craziest effort for you?
Well, this sequence in particular, I got frostbite and hypothermia. These Anthony and Marc had to rub me down for like 30 minutes to get my blood pressure back. No, you know, like Zazie and I did some fight stuff, so you're like, you know, you're doing like bad shadow boxing.
What was that? What was that, Sam?
What's that? Oh, what was that sound
I wanted
like?
to see it again. Get it in.
Wrong word. Fisticuffs, I'd call that.
Fisticuffs, that's correct, yes.
I feel
That is
like
the
we might
proper
be
term.
ruining the magic.
I love filming. Well, Danielle, for you, you have a lollipop in the film.
Oh,
you actually
lollipop.
had lollipops
Yes.
in the booth.
Yes, I ate a lot of lollipops in the booth, for sure. My favorite flavor now is definitely cherry. Yeah, for sure. So doing that, but that wasn't hard, because, I mean, they gave me a lollipop, so I was good. But I think for me, the hardest one was, like, doing the laughs, believe it or not. So, like, when we first meet Kitty, and, like, we tied up the whole gang, and Wolf isn't doing what she wants, she starts this, like, build of a laugh. And it gets really, villainous, which I'm not gonna do right now. But yeah, laughing can be tough, for sure.
Natasha, what about for you? Is it similar at all to ADR?
In a way. In this case, Marc and I got to be in the booth together and do a lot of disgusting, sort of charming slurping sounds together. That was funny.
Yeah.
That was enjoyable. Save it to the end so you don't burn out, for sure.
And Maria, what about you?
I mean, I said that she's very strong, she's physically very prepared, but she's also very clumsy. So we had to do a few sounds that are kind of hitting the wall or slipping somewhere, which feels familiar to me because I am myself a bit clumsy. But trying to do it, when you do it, you kind of hide it in a way.
Yeah.
So I think that was like fun and cool because it was these small little things.
That's awesome. Give it up for the efforts in the movie. That's kind of cool how they do that. I love that stuff. I want to go down the line and talk about you. Each of you have an incredible body of work. Like genuinely, your filmographies and the work you've done. Maria, I'm going to start with you because you were nominated for an Oscar for Borat 2. Nominated for an Oscar. It's an amazing performance, and now you find yourself in another sequel. As an actor, I'm curious when you enter into an existing world, like Borat obviously already existed, you entered into Borat 2 and now Bad Guys 2. What is that like for you to enter into a world that's already existed? Like, do you watch the first film? Do you learn from like the technique of how it's done?
Yeah, well, thank you so much for the kind words and the beautiful introduction. I'm honored to be a part of these great projects that I've been lucky enough to. Yeah, I repeat the same thing because I get excited and emotional. Both films, Borat and The Bad Guys, are exceptional. And when you join something that has such high stakes, it's challenging because you don't want to destroy it. You want to help it at least keep the same level, or if possible, to bring it even higher. And I'm just honored and I'm flattered and excited to be with the bad girls. People like Natasha, Lyonne, she's an icon, she's an idol. People like Danielle Brooks, she's an icon. And of course, the original bad guys, my God, look at them, all of them. So I'm grateful and I'm honored that I was in a great project with great people that I love and admire. And I can say now, over the last couple of days when we got to spend some time together, not only they're incredibly talented actors, artists, but they're beautiful human beings. And yeah, it's just beautiful.
I appreciate that. Natasha, I literally thank you for that. That was amazing. Natasha, I grew up watching so much of your work. Scary Movie 2, American Pie, but now the work you're doing now.
What about Pee-wee's Playhouse?
I'm sorry? I mean, you have an incredible body of work, and I'm just curious because you've done so many different things. When someone sees you on the street, what is the role you hear the most about?
Gosh, I don't know anymore. You say Orange is the New Black? Sure, me and Danny, Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's a great...
Thank you. And I do usually walk around in the prison uniform, so that might be why.
Well, Danielle, one of the things, you went to Juilliard.
Something like that, I guess. Yes.
You are an Academy Award nominated actress for The Color Purple,
Yes,
which was
thank
such an amazing performance, genuinely. And now we're sitting here at the Comic-Con stage. I mean, like, going to school, I mean, Juilliard obviously is iconic. When you think back to your time there, and then you're in the booth voicing this role here, like, what are you still thinking about what you learned in school?
I got my money's worth. I got my money's worth. I mean, you know, you spend a lot of time working on your vocals and your voice and learning your voice and the highs and lows and what it can do. And what I have learned is that I still cannot purr, but that is okay. I'm glad I still got to play kitty cat. But yeah, I mean, Juilliard taught me a lot, and I think the thing that I admire and love the most is like, the thing is you don't do it by yourself. You know, at the end of the day, it's about community, it's about artistry coming together and creating something, and so even though most of the time it's spent in a booth by yourself, even though I had the lucky time to get to spend with Sam Rockwell, like that was a dream. But you create it together, you know, so to see the whole thing come together, and not just the actors, but, you know, all of the animators that put this together, editors, everything like that. Collaboration is the thing that I hold dear to my heart, so, yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Sam, I genuinely think you're one of the greatest actors of our time.
That's right.
You and I were nerding out a little bit in the green room about Moon, which I think is
Fantastic movie. Yeah.
But the White Lotus monologue you just did in season 3 Billboards, which you won an Oscar for, but also Green Mile, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford, Roger Deakins, like one of the greatest
Roger
DPs.
Deakins, yeah. Oh yeah.
Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
Charlie's Angels. Sam, what are you?
Wow.
Guys,
Nice.
talk about his theater work as well, please.
Sam, what do you get stopped for the most? What do you hear the most?
Well, yeah, Charlie's Angels, Green Mile, Galaxy Quest, there's a couple of those, yeah. Bad Guys.
Hell yeah. Definitely. Now, Sam, I do want to ask you this because you've played so many incredible characters. Are there ones that have stayed with you more than others after you've left the production?
Yeah, I mean, some of them stay with you, but you try not to bring them home. Try to go home and take off your shoes and watch The Simpsons.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Marc, you're an incredible interviewer. I just wanted to tell you that. You do incredible interviews.
Thank you so much. Is that the only credit you have?
I wanted to bring
An
up
Oscar winner?
No.
Marc, you talk to people in a really good way.
Your stand-up is incredible. Your performance in Joker was amazing. You are an incredible talent. And the question I wanted to ask you, the reason why I mentioned interviewer is because you're an actor. And when you interview people that are actors as well, what do you learn about acting yourself through interviewing actors?
Well, I learned everything I know about acting through interviewing actors. I mean, there was a period there where I didn't do a lot of acting, and then I started to, so I would actually have great actors on the podcast specifically to teach me how to act. They didn't know that, but they did.
Do you remember a specific thing you learned from somebody on your podcast that you've applied in your filmmaking?
Yeah, from the great Martin Landau. You know, he taught me it was really about listening, and Ethan Hawke told the greatest story that I can never forget about when he did Training Day. And he was, like, he knew he was going to be playing opposite of Denzel. The whole movie was those two guys. So Ethan said he watched all of Denzel's movies like a football team watches the other team's plays, so he wouldn't get eaten alive by Denzel Washington. And I just thought that was such good research.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of my parts, you know, are 30 to 40 seconds long, so I don't have to do a lot of homework in terms of who I was working with, you know. But also Al Pacino recently, because I did do a lead in a feature, my first one. It's not out yet, but I interviewed him just before I did it, and there was something about how he spoke about acting as a pursuit of truth and a real art form. You know, he's like he's a real deal kind of artist guy, and I think it's easy to frame it as sort of a job or like a fun thing, but like talking to him with his passion really kind of helped me focus in a different way.
Thank you for sharing that. It's really incredible. Thank you for all the amazing interviews you've done. Like I've learned a lot from you. So
sure. I've done some other acting too. I'm currently on Stick on Apple TV. And, some people might remember Glow. But it's okay. You're getting there as an interviewer.
I appreciate that. That's high praise. Thank you, Marc. Awkwafina, I remember seeing you on YouTube in 2012 for the first time. Your career has been remarkable. Shang-Chi was incredible. Crazy Rich Asians, like really, really amazing work. Talk about your journey when you look back at that person on YouTube in 2012 releasing that song, and then now where you are. What does it mean to you?
Oh man, I feel like sometimes, you know, it all didn't happen, you know? And I think that, you know, all I really wanted was to be able to do this, you know, to make people laugh, and yeah, so I don't know what happened. I don't know how it all happened, but it happened, so yeah, it's been cool.
Yeah, well, you're incredible at what you do. Craig, I was lucky enough that the other night I was at the Laugh Factory, and you came on after a set that Dane Cook did, and you came out with a piano and you were doing comedy with the piano, which I thought was brilliant to watch. And I think comedy and music, they're beat driven. They're driven by beats and kind of like, and I'm curious if you could speak about the rhythm of music and how it really factors into your comedy. And when you do stand up, do you think about it like musical beats?
Well, thank you. And yes, actually, even in the way I looked at Hollywood was like, I got to find a rhythm to it. Whatever I do, I have to find that, you know, and it's, and that comes for acting. Let's say I'm studying a scene, I'll even make a little song to try to memorize the words, or, you know, a little melody or what have you. So yeah, it's, for the comedy, I've always played and I've always been silly. So the marriage of music and comedy just came natural for me.
Thank you for sharing that. Anthony, I was lucky to see you in Hamilton on Broadway. Remarkable, and the work you've done since Twisters. I mean, you really had an amazing career, and I wanted to take me back to obviously being on that stage at Hamilton and kind of what that taught you that you've used forward in your career, with feeding off of the live audience, but also just the emotional journey you went on with that parts, and talk about like kind of what that meant to you and kind of how it factors into what you do today.
I mean, I was on stage, you know, 8 times a week with some hitters. You know, everybody in that cast is, you know, elite.
Also in the Heights.
Yeah, and in the Heights, you know, in the Heights was, you know, that was an amazing experience. Getting to shoot that in New York, and, you know, my mom's in the movie, my sister's in the, you know, and just me being Puerto Rican from New York, you know, shooting a Latino story means a lot. But yeah, being on stage with them guys from Hamilton, you know, it taught me so much, man. I mean, I had to like Ethan Hawke. I mean, I didn't watch all their stuff before, but you know, I definitely had to step it up, and I learned from all of them, Leslie and you know, Lynn and the whole squad. So yeah, it was, and it changed my life.
Thank you for sharing that. We get to sit here in the audience today and have a communal experience to all sit here at Comic-Con together and just talk about art and what
And Ethan Hawke.
And Ethan Hawke. But your film is going to be in theaters, and you're going to have audiences who are going to that theater, and they're going to have a communal, special experience with that movie, right? And it could be someone's first theatrical experience. It could be the most pivotal one they have. It could turn them into the artist that they become. I think we all have the moments in our lives where we saw a film in a theater that gave us the understanding of the true potential of what movies can do. That communal experience that we're all having right now. So I want to go down the line for each of you. I want you to share the first movie you remember seeing in a theater that gave you that understanding, that made you understand the power of art and how it can bring us together with a theater of strangers, and we're all feeling this experience that people are going to have with the bad guys too. So for each of you, I'll start with you, Maria. Do you remember the first movie you saw in a theater that meant a lot to you?
I mean, the first one must have been Lion King. Because I've been a child. Yeah, The Lion King. That made me happy, it made me cry, it made me part of something bigger, something magical.
I'm gonna go super weird here, because I'm me. For some reason, two movies come to mind. Glory and Hoffa. You're welcome.
What was it about those experiences, though?
Gosh, I don't remember. I just remember watching them in a theater with my mother in Manhattan and sort of wondering if I was too young to be there, but enjoying it nonetheless. Excellent movies.
Danielle, what about you?
For me, it was Dreamgirls. I remember seeing it in college and in Harlem, theater full of people that looked like me sitting on the front row because I was late. And when Jennifer Hudson sang, "You're Gonna Love Me," when she sang that, oh my Lord, we all got on our feet, was clapping, it was church. I just never, ever, ever forget it.
And people had that experience seeing Color Purple.
Yes.
Hearing your voice. Like, that was such an incredible performance. I've said it, but I have to say it again because you're a genius in that.
Thank you.
Sam, what about for you, growing up? What was a movie?
Well, I'd have to say, I don't know if it was the first movie I saw, but the one that really had an effect on me, I was way too young to see it, was The Deer Hunter.
Here we go. I knew you were going to take me there.
I was like 10 years old, way too young.
thought I was 10 years old for Deer Hunter.
The
Wow.
Russian roulette scene was kind of intense. But I remember seeing the 1933 King Kong might have been the first one. But you know, you can't just say one movie. I got, you know, The Thing, American Werewolf in London, you know, One Flew the Cuckoo's Nest. I mean, there's so many movies, yeah.
Just stick with The Deer Hunter.
Let's go with The Deer Hunter.
Mark.
Well, it seems to be a fairly common phenomenon. When I was about 11, my grandparents were in town visiting my family, and they took us to a movie, me and my little brother, and that movie was Deliverance.
Oh. This is my favorite part so far.
And they got uncomfortable. They knew they had made a mistake. But we did sit through the whole movie, and I guess what I learned from that is there's a big world out there, and some of it's not great.
Wow. Deer Hunter and Deliverance back to back. That's
Don't
pretty
remember
incredible.
Hava and Glory were also involved.
Yes. Awkwafina?
I hate to say this, but Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo.
Thank God for Norman.
Classic. Absolute classic. Craig Robinson.
Probably, I think it was Into the Dragon, or one of those Bruce Lee's. It was my father. It was like father-son time. My father would take me to see these. I mean, he and my mom were together, you know. But it was just like it was that father. You know what I'm saying? That father-son bond, and I remember feeling that I got one of these coins. It was like, it couldn't have cost 10 cents, but it was this coin shaped like a silver dollar, and it was like Bruce Lee on the coin. I remember having that hero feeling, like that you know how you see the hero in the movie. I felt that, so I remember that as a kid.
Remember the first comedy you saw that kind of gave you understanding of how comedy can be communal?
First comedy. I mean, I would be Different Strokes or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, that's way back then.
Thank you for sharing that story about your Enter the Dragon. Anthony, what about for you?
Like first movie?
First movie that kind of gave you the understanding of like the power that this film will give to audiences.
I love Lord of the Rings, man.
Hell yeah. Are you a Fellowship, Two Towers, or Return of the King guy?
Two Towers. Yeah. And like, you know, I know they still got a TV show, so if y'all want to put your boy in that one time, you know. But, and American Pie.
Yes!
American Pie. Classic.
That was one of mine as well. Absolute classic. All right, we're going to do some
Can I change my answer to Friday?
Yes!
Oh, yeah!
Comedy movie.
Iconic.
Because we were all in there rolling.
Shout out to F. Gary Gray, by the way. Phenomenal filmmaker. All right, let's take some audience questions because we got about 13 minutes left. And then I really want to get you guys to come up and ask some questions for the Bad Guys 2 cast. This has been such an honor to be moderating this, and definitely go out and see the film in theaters. But we'll start off with our first question. Where should we go for our first one? Okay, yes. With the green shirt. What's your name?
Andres.
Hi, nice to meet
What's
you.
up?
Good morning. This question is for the whole panel. Which bad guy is most like you in real life?
Which bad guy is most like you in your life? Great question, by the way.
I'm exactly like Snake.
Anthony?
Maybe Shark.
You're most like Shark in real life.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm most like Shark as well, because, you know, he's an actor that's trying to make it.
Awkwafina?
I think I'm like the police chief that goes along with them. Yeah.
Love that. Sam?
I just want to be Shark.
Yeah.
That's all I know. I just want to be Shark.
Danielle?
I want to be Shark too.
Natasha?
I got a dream of being a wolf type, Sam. But I don't know if I'm quite there, but it's aspirational.
Also, Maria, go ahead.
I feel exactly like Pigtail, to be honest. I do. And I'm gonna stay here.
And Natasha, I cannot believe I didn't mention Ryan Johnson in Poker Face.
Oh, thanks.
Just gotta bring that up. It's a phenomenal show. It
Thank
really
you so
is.
much.
All right, our next question. Oh, wow. Yes.
Strong look, sir?
What's your name, sir?
I'll just take it off so you can see me.
What's your name?
It was him all along.
Yeah, my name's Luke, and my question is for the whole panel. Which character from like all of DreamWorks would your character from the Bad Guys be best friends with? Like who would you like? Which DreamWorks character would you most want to be friends with your Bad Guys character?
Anthony?
Yo, with the penguins in Madagascar?
Yeah.
Them guys. Them.
Donkey.
Yeah. Wait, we gotta get a Shark Donkey movie. That needs to happen. Awkwafina?
I'm gonna go with Ho from Kung Fu Panda.
Marc Maron?
I'm Googling DreamWorks movie. I think I'll just go with Wolf.
Let's go to Sam.
I'll go with Wolf.
Mr. Rockwell.
It's got to be DreamWorks. Okay. Yes. Well, Donkey's pretty good. I think the cat, you know, Antonio Banderas.
Puss in Boots. Yes.
Puss in Boots. Yeah, but I also want to be Robin Hood in the Disneyland Robin Hood.
Yeah. Danielle?
I need my phone.
Marc, any help?
Shrek, or Puss in Boots, or...
It's gonna be some donkey too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not just trying to steal all the answers, but I'm stealing some answers.
Hey, I'm just gonna keep it consistent, and I'm gonna stick with wolf again.
Okay. Maria?
Answer.
I'll bring somebody from Madagascar.
Madagascar.
Sorry?
I think I'm gonna bring somebody from Madagascar. I'm not pronouncing it properly, I'm sorry.
Madagascar. Oh, that's it.
Madagascar, yes. Next question, right over here. What's your name?
Hi there, my name's Sam.
Hey,
Hey, Sam.
So sorry. I'm just wondering, what's one quality about your animated character that you relate to in real life?
What's one quality of your character, the animation of your character that you relate to in real life? I guess, what do you see in yourself on the screen with the animation character?
You know, I think Piranha really cares about his friends a lot. You know, he really loves and cares about his friends a lot, and I think I'm like that in my life. And I think we all pass gas, right? Stop playing with it. Don't act like you don't. Don't front.
I was 12 years old again. All right, Craig.
I relate to Shark being, you know, a big presence with like this heart of gold, like a teddy bear.
And
How y'all doing?
interviewing you over the years, I agree with Awkwafina.
I love troubleshooting a computer.
Mr. Maron, you want to Google that one?
No, I can handle that one. Nice try. Well, I think when I was a younger man, I was probably a little more cranky and a little more easily angered. So to be Snake is kind of refreshing. But I think in this movie, because we have the little love story with me and Natasha, you get to see kind of the soft center of an angry little snake, and I can definitely relate to that.
You're excellent in the film. Sam, what about for you?
First of all, Sam, great name. What is the trait that I admire most in Wolf? Is
Like
the
so
question.
You see yourself. Like, what do you see of yourself?
I would say good looking.
Danielle for Kitty Cat.
You know, I've been inspired by your answer, and I would have to say the curves on Kitty Cat go really well with my curves. So I would say we're both curvy girls. You know?
Natasha, what about you?
I guess I do love Doom's complexity, because she's a bit, you know, she's a deep lady, and I appreciate that she's also transparent about it and puts the ladies first and does seem still pretty genuinely into her romance. I like that about her. It's a good character.
Thank you. Maria? I love how I feel therapeutic. This feels like therapy. I hope you guys are all enjoying it. Maria?
I think I value the most her loyalty and her determination in a way. Because she's there to prove herself and she is not going to stop. But at the same time, she's going to stand up behind them.
Thank you for sharing that. All right, so we got 6 minutes left. Can we do one more audience question? What's your name, sir?
Hi, my name is Brian.
Yes, Brian.
So I had a question for the whole panel about like voice acting in general. Like, what's been your experience with voice acting, and do you think you might prefer it to live action acting?
Do you prefer voice acting to live action?
I love that you get to roll out of bed and do it. You know what I mean? Like, you literally wake up and you pull up to the spot in your sweats. But yeah, I love voice acting, man. You get to just make it all up and be whatever you want and do whatever you want, and then you get to see it months later. So it's a lot of fun. I don't know if I prefer it to acting on screen, but I think I love it. I enjoy it.
Craig, for you?
Well, it certainly has its advantages, and it is a lot of fun, especially if you get the team we had. Shout out to Pierre, the director, JP, co-director, Damon, producer, and so it was a lot of fun building the chemistry with them. But I think I prefer actually like live action, you know, figuring out who we are with the actors and stuff. It was incredible. It's always an incredible time.
Awkwafina, for you?
I love doing animation because there's not a lot of opportunities in the live action world that I would get to play like a spider or like a dragon or something like that. And so the ability to kind of really do any role in the animated world is really cool, and I think it uses a different muscle than certain kinds of live action acting. So, yeah.
I'm deeply afraid of spiders, but your spider makes me feel comforted. Like she's a really great character.
She has headphones on. She's really cool,
She's wonderful. Mark, what about you?
Well, to be honest with you, DreamWorks is a 7-minute drive from my house. So the commute was nice. I find that voice acting to be very, very taxing. I think in some ways it's more difficult in terms of the presence you have to hold. And if anyone's thinking about doing voice acting, as you watch the movie, many of the voices are not unlike the voices of the actors. I chose a very difficult voice to do, and it made me hoarse and it hurt my throat. So if you're heading into something, think a little bit about what you're committing to. Because as long as this franchise goes on, I'm gonna have to be this guy! And after about an hour of that, I'm like, what the hell did I do to myself?
Sam?
Yeah. I don't know the answer to that question, but I will say, I mean, sometimes it's fun, sometimes it isn't, but F is for Family is one that was really fun. I think because of JP, Damon, and Pierre, it was fun, but for the most part, I think because of this amazing cast, it was really fun, and I'd love to do a live-action movie with this.
I mean, can we get that going? A live-action Bad Guys?
Big time.
Let's do that. What about for you, Danielle?
Fire. For me, I'm with Mark. It's a bit taxing, but the beautiful thing that I love about it is like my daughter actually gets to watch something that I'm in. So, I'm also here promoting a Peacemaker, and so she can't watch that, okay? So, for me, just getting to, I love that, thank you. Just getting to share it with her, it means a lot to me, but I guess you could say, look, I'll take both, but live action would win for me.
Well, the beauty is you get to do both, which is cool. Natasha, for you?
Yeah, I mean, God, the directing on this movie is so incredible, and it's so well made. And my God, it would really be a dream to get to work with all these guys for real on camera, just because, acting's a little bit like being a pickup musician, and this particular team has a great rhythm together, so it is very fun that we now get to spend all this time together, but this might be the best actual technical movie I've ever been in. I've been in like 400 and only 4 are watchable. And I mean, this movie is actually really incredible, so I love it, and I'd love to play with you guys on screen for real too.
You're right. The animation in this film is incredible. And shout out again to Daniel Pemberton, who's here, did the score. I just want to give him a shout out because he's amazing. And Maria, for you, do you prefer live action or animation?
I prefer this cast and this team. Doesn't matter is it going to be animation or live action. I want to do it again with them. That's what I prefer.
Well, thank you for that. All right, we have 1 minute left, so I was going to ask everybody in here, do you want to get one big selfie with the cast of the Bad Guys 2? One big picture together. I'll take it from the stage. Can we turn the lights up real quick and we'll get a quick picture with you guys? Do you guys mind? All right, let's do this.
Stand up, or how's this work?
Huh?
What's the
Stand
plan?
up or
I thought we would just all get up and just do it
all
together.
right, baby. Hey guys, thanks. First Comic-Con, this rocked.